How y'all doing? Hope everybody doing all right. Happy birthday to you if today your birthday. Now y'all, I need for y'all to like, share, and subscribe to this video if you haven't already. Now y'all, we want to get into our content. This evening lately we've been talking about Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony. Tonight we are going to discuss Austin Metcalf father interview after district track meet stabbing in Frisco. Now, before we get started, close that screen door and start letting all them flies up in here. Yes, y'all. Welcome, y'all, and welcome to the live. And what we're gonna do is talk about Austin. Okay, this is contribute to Austin and his father interview. Okay, so this is what we're gonna get into. So wait, hold on, y'all. Now, Austin father said his son wasn't the one started this. Okay, his son wasn't the one who started this. Okay, so that's what Austin father said. Okay, and also he said other things that we're gonna get into in a few minutes. Hold on for a minute. Okay. So this is Austin, y'all. This is the young man that was stabbed. Okay. Uh, his father, the father of this 17-year-old teen, Texas teen, charged with fatally stabbing a star football player at a high school track event, says his son was not the aggressor. Okay, this is his son right here. He said his son is not the aggressor in this case. Okay, so that's what we want to get into today. Officer said that Austin died after an altercation at Frisco. Okay, Independent School District called Gatineau Stadium. Okay. They had multiple schools out there, y'all, in the track and field championship. Multiple schools was out there at that particular time. Things what we're going to talk about is allegedly to us, and it is for criticism coming in educating purposes. Okay, the police charged Anthony, a student at Frisco Centennial High School, with first-degree murder after he allegedly stabbed Metcalf in the chest. Okay, now Anthony father, Andrew Anthony, told the news that his son did not provoke the incident. Okay? That's what his father said. See, y'all haven't heard from his father, but that what Anthony's father said. And he was not the one who started. Andrew Anthony said. That's what his father said. He wasn't the one who started, and he's a good kid. He works 2 jobs. He's an A student and has a 3.7 GPA. Now, they are not talking about him. They are talking about, let me put Anthony up here. They're speaking on Anthony. Hold on, y'all. Let me see, do I have a picture? I should have a picture of Anthony. Hold on. Think I got a nice picture. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I had here we go. Here we go. Okay. Now this is Anthony. Okay, this is Anthony. Now Anthony, this is what Anthony father said. See, we didn't y'all didn't hear nothing about this. Now this Anthony father talking, y'all. I just want to put his picture in so y'all won't get confused. Okay, so this is Anthony. Okay, uh, Anthony father is Andrew Anthony. He told the news that his son did not provoke the incident. Okay, he was not the one who started. Andrew Anthony said, the father. He's a good kid. He works 2 jobs. Okay, hold on, hold on. He works two jobs. He's an A student and has a 3.7 GPA. And a probable cause affidavit obtained indicated that the witness told the police the confrontation started when Metcalf asked Anthony to lead a tent set up for Metcalf track team. The affidavit stated that the two had never met before the incident. Okay, now let's put Matt Austin back up in because we're about to talk about Austin. Now the police said that Austin got into an altercation. Okay, he got into an altercation with Anthony, who sat under a tent designated for the Memorial High School student when Metcalf was a junior. Okay, now, hold on, y'all. And so, what we're going to do here, we're going to get into his father interview. Okay, let's get into the father interview. Let me put this. Hold on, y'all. And also, I don't hear them talking about it as well. That the father forgives son's killer after stabbing at Texas high school. Now the father did. So we're gonna get into that. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. Let me make sure. Okay, let's look at this, y'all.
was to bring awareness so this tragedy doesn't happen to another family. Okay, so Mr. Austin's father. Yes, sir.
Hold on, y'all. Trying to put this back. I want to make sure y'all can see it. That's the main thing.
Easy question to start with. It's probably a tough one to answer, but how have the last 24 hours been for you and for your family and for Hunter? That's three questions. So, for me, it's not real yet. It hasn't sunk yet. I'm just having to stay strong so we can handle all the things that need to be handled. Arrangements, people flying in, people coming from all over. So I haven't had a chance to really grieve yet. I know at some point when this is all over and we're able to put in the ground, then I'll probably break down and grieve that way. But right now I'm really numb and I really don't feel anything. I just have to function, and I need to be there for my son and my family, and I need to make sure I set an example for my son. Austin obviously is the son, and also you're talking about here. Yes. Walk me through who Austin was to you. I know that you said so much about him, I think, the last 24 hours here. Everyone else has said a lot about him, too, about how great of a kid he was. In your eyes, though, just as a father, who was he? My boys are the biggest blessing in my life. God provided them to me. God will get me through this. I had a dream last night. And Austin came to me and said, I'm okay. It gives me peace. Doesn't mean I don't hurt, but it gives me great peace. So, one of the things, my son, Hunter, his ability to stay strong is a character to his brother. His brother, they had each other's back. They were tight. I've never seen a bond like that. Being identical twins, technically Austin was his big brother. Those boys were my everything. I had cancer almost 10 years ago. I wasn't supposed to live, but that was my why, to fight. And without those boys, I probably would have succumbed and gave in. But they were in my heart, and I fought hard because I wanted to be their father. I wanted to be there for them throughout the years they grow up, so I can share my wisdom and share my mistakes so they won't do the same. Austin was an outstanding athlete, person, friend, loyal, loving. He would light up the room. He was such a leader, naturally. On that team, he would fire those guys up. He would step on that field. He would become a totally different person. His level of play was above most everyone else. He led the team. He was voted team MVP by his coaches and teammates. He's had multiple coaches, colleges, contacting. He is one of the most outstanding. Him and his brother both have been athletes all their lives, from soccer to baseball to jiu-jitsu to football. They did it all, and they excel every time. And I told them, you guys are so lucky, because not everyone has your talent, but you have to make sure you take that talent and harness it in the right way. And Austin was able to harness many things in his life. Loyalty to his brother, his love for all his friends and family. He was such an outstanding young man. I was so proud. I bragged on my children all the time. Anyone who knows me knows how much my kids meant to me. They were my entire world. My world's a little shattered. But I still have Hunter. And I'll always have Austin. I know that the last day has just been gut-wrenching for you and your family. You've spoken, obviously, to a couple of other outlets. I know Hunter's leaving. Do you need to say goodbye? Or? No, I told him we're good. Okay. We haven't really had a
chance to talk to you about this, you had mentioned a few times that you had forgiven the suspect for what
That's correct.
he did.
I do.
But we just informed you about these documents, and
That doesn't change anything. This has to do with me and God. God teaches us in the Bible. He talks about forgiveness. He also talks about revenge. Not for me to seek. God will take care of it. Karma, I believe in it. It's very unfortunate that this other child decided to make a bad choice that's going to affect him for the rest of his life. I have compassion for every human being. This is not, I want to make this very clear. This is not a race issue. This is not a black and white issue. I don't want someone stepping up on a soapbox trying to politicize this. I don't appreciate some of the remarks I've seen online that people say there was this fight and they don't know. They weren't there. I know the truth. So, unless you were there, unless you saw it, don't spread gossip.
Just to ask you this one question, like I had mentioned, the self-defense argument made by the suspect. What's your reaction to that if that's used in court or used?
As a defense attorney, they're going to try every avenue. That's their job. The truth will come out. There were too many people that were there that saw what happened. My own son told me what happened. There was never a punch even thrown. So I don't care. There was never a phone broken. We've never had contact with this individual ever. So unless you were there, I don't appreciate all the gossip and all the mistruths that people are speaking at this moment.
Is that shocking to hear or read, or at least hear from me, say that that's what he told police after that moment?
No, what do you expect? If you're caught, the best thing you're going to do is try to lie your way out of it. Now, I'm not saying he's a liar, but the truth and the facts, justice will prevail. It has nothing to do with me.
I want to talk about the charity that the public has really shown, and obviously the complete wrapping of arms. I know that's some phrases that you always hear about when we talk about these situations, but you guys set up a GoFundMe, and a lot of people have really come to the aid of your family.
I am overwhelmed. I had no idea the response that this generated. And my hope was to bring awareness so this tragedy doesn't happen to another family. I don't want a parent to go through the pain I have to go through. Money will never bring my son back. But I have to take care of what's left. And I have support of my friends, my family, my neighbors, the community, people I don't even know, my co-workers, everyone. We had a vigil last night at the church. It was full. It held 1,700 people. Impromptu. It was the most moving, touching thing I could ever feel. This is about human compassion. The world needs more kind people. If you can't find one, be one.